In Greece, inside a crowded museum, a guide explains to visitors the legend of a staff described in Homer's tales, said to channel the combined might of the gods themselves. Suddenly, two figures in heavy Spartan armor appear, smashing the display case and setting alarms blaring. They pull off their helmets, revealing Hespera and Calypso, daughters of Atlas. They seize the staff, and power-long dormant surges back through their veins. Calypso immediately unleashes mind control, twisting guards and staff into glassy-eyed minions, and the spell spreads through the building. The automated security system slams metal shutters down, locking every exit and trapping terrified tourists inside. Annoyed, Hespera summons elemental energy, warping marble statues into restraints that ensnare the fleeing humans, leaving them frozen as grotesque exhibits. Calypso smirks, declaring that human champions are still only mortals, but Hespera warns her not to underestimate the wizard's chosen. The selection would have been precise. Meanwhile, in Philadelphia, Billy Batson, Shazam, sits in his pediatrician's office, venting as though to a therapist. He confesses his frustration. Despite their powers, his siblings have grown distant, more interested in their own lives than fighting as a team. The disconnect stings, and he feels the family slipping apart. Afterward, Billy goes home, gaming as usual, until he sees Freddy sneaking out. Curious, he grabs Freddy's phone and overhears police chatter about a collapsing bridge. Fired up, Billy rallies the family, and they race to the Benjamin Franklin Bridge. The scene is chaos, flames from an overturned fire truck, cables snapping, asphalt splitting, cars sliding toward the Delaware River. The Shazam family leaps into action, pulling people from tumbling vehicles, while Pedro welds cables back together. But every repair is undone as more lines snap, and the bridge groans like it's about to give way. They rescue everyone, but the entire span collapses into the water below. Shaken, Billy calls for a real family meeting. He tracks Eugene, who's been exploring the door room filled with portals to other worlds, and drags him back. Billy tries to rally them, listing mistakes, stressing unity, but Mary is lost in her chemistry book. Freddy makes excuses, and Eugene mutters about monster drool still burning his skin. One by one, they drift away, leaving Billy alone, talking to himself. At school, Freddy shuffles through the halls and meets Anne, a new student. He offers to show her around, but bullies intercept, bending his crutch until a teacher intervenes. Embarrassed but trying to impress Anne, Freddy brags that he's close with local heroes, even claiming Superman once ate lunch with him. Elsewhere, in the realm of the gods, Hespera and Calypso visit the dungeon holding the wizard. They flaunt the restored staff, gloating over the return of elemental and chaos magic. With telekinesis, they yank him forward, forcing him to reforge the broken halves. He resists, but their power compels him. Once the staff is whole, he lunges to seize it, and Hespera hurls him back with a brutal blast. He slams down hard, but manages to conceal a splinter of the staff in his hand, whispering a secret spell through it to his champion. Cut to Paris. Billy enjoys dinner with Wonder Woman until the wizard's face flickers over hers. He warns of the daughters of Atlas and their plan to seize the world, including Billy's family. He begins to explain how to stop them, but the shard's magic burns out. Billy wakes the next morning unsettled. Later in the cafeteria, Anne teases Freddy about his claims, asking to see where he supposedly dined with heroes. Before he can keep up the act, Billy drags him away for an urgent meeting. He recounts the wizard's warning, even admitting he Googled the Daughters of Atlas, finding almost nothing. They need real knowledge. Eugene guides them through a hidden passage to a vast library inside the Rock of Eternity. There, he introduces Steve, a magical pen that writes whatever you ask. Billy inquires about Atlas's daughters, and Steve instantly scribbles down every relevant source. While the others dig, Freddy brings Anne to the terrace, still trying to impress her. He slips away, transforms, and returns in hero form, careful not to reveal he's still Freddy. Back in the library, the siblings discover the staff was forged by Atlas himself from the Tree of Life. capable of storing divine power, a magical battery. After the War of Gods and Titans, wizards used it to trap deities and pass their power to chosen champions. A breaking news report shows the museum attackers, clearly Atlas's daughters. Peter notices a line. Atlas had 3 daughters, Hespera, Calypso, and the youngest, Anthea. Billy recalls Freddy's Anne. Before he can warn him, Hespera and Calypso arrive at the terrace. Hespera smashes the staff into Freddy's chest, stripping his powers. His crutch is kicked away, leaving him powerless as she demands the family's location. Calypso spots Billy flying closer and smirks. No need. Anthea, betraying her double role, warps the surrounding city, twisting structures until Billy crashes head first into a wall. The family converges, but Hespera seizes Freddy and blasts upward, raising a dome around the entire city to shut the others out. Billy's lightning bounces off uselessly. All he can do is watch Freddy vanish. In the divine realm, Freddy wakes chained beside the wizard. He brainstorms escape, but the wizard, drained, says it's hopeless. His powers already passed to Billy. On Earth, Billy regroups, and Steve provides enchanted scrolls that fold into paper birds, direct messages to gods. In the dungeon, Hespera demands Freddy reveal the champions' names. He refuses. Calypso lashes him with chaos magic, racking his body with pain, but he won't betray his family. A paper bird flutters in. Billy's note. He offers a trade, the champion's powers for Freddy's life. Calypso is eager, ordering her minions to throw Freddy and the wizard into the wells. Pits guarded by Ladon, a beast that spreads fear with a glance. As doom approaches, Anthea intervenes. Softened toward Freddy, she rescues them and dumps them in a labyrinth, pointing toward an exit back to Earth before racing away. Billy meets Hespera, pleading for Freddy's release and the dome's removal. She refuses, demanding her full power back. Billy signals the family. Calypso ambushes Pedro, draining him instantly. Darla distracts. Eugene strikes, but Hespera kicks Billy away and paralyzes Eugene and Darla. Billy shakes it off and body slams Hespera, freeing them. Underground, Hespera batters Billy into support beams, cracking walls. Mary and Darla arrive, grappling her to the floor. Billy adds a crushing blow, but she still breaks free, snaring them in metal and flattening Billy with a crate. She seizes Shazam, pummeling him against the wall, then conjures a massive ball of wreckage to finish him. But Billy blurs aside, and the attack smashes into her. With Hespera stunned, Billy drags her through a portal hidden in a chemical toilet to the Rock of Eternity. They lock her up and send a message proposing an exchange, Freddy for Hespera, unaware she's already melted the bars and slipped out. When Darla brings her jelly beans, the cell is empty. Hespera walks through the great library, reveals a shriveled apple, the fruit of the tree of life, and vanishes into the labyrinth. Freddy and the wizard nearly escape, but are intercepted. The wizard pales, recognizing the danger. In the main hall, Hespera shows the seed to her sisters. She and Anthea want to restore the gods' realm. Calypso wants to plant it on Earth, dooming humanity. Billy and the family track her. Freddy, hiding, lunges for the fruit, but exposes himself. Hespera raises the staff. Then, a strange sound distracts her. Shazam swoops in and grabs it, only to fumble it back into Calypso's hands. Freddy taps the staff with his crutch, regaining power, and bolts with the apple. Furious, Hespera reaches for the staff, but Calypso refuses and summons Ladon, the dragon, to pursue. The family bursts into the skies, the dragon close behind. In a junkyard, they try to regroup, but Calypso drains Freddy, Eugene, and Darla in one strike. Billy hurls the seed skyward. Mary snatches it and rockets off. Calypso nails her with the staff, stripping her powers. Billy saves her, but loses the seed. Calypso plants it in a stadium, and corrupted roots spew forth monsters. Minotaurs, harpies, cyclopes, chimeras, unleashing mayhem. From a rooftop, the family watches. Anthea insists she can reason with Hespera. She warns the tree is tainted, and its power should rebuild their realm, not ruin Earth. Hespera recognizes Calypso's madness and moves to stop her, but the dragon, under Calypso, impales her. Calypso then strikes Anthea, stripping her powers and sending her crashing into the crowd, human once more. Now only Billy remains powered. He orders his siblings to draw monsters away while he faces Calypso and the dragon. The family lures beasts downtown, but it isn't enough. Darla asks Steve what these creatures fear most. The pen scrawls one word: unicorns. The wizard warns real unicorns are feral, but Darla persists. Steve notes they eat ambrosia. Darla ventures into caves and tosses rainbow jelly beans at a charging unicorn. The beast halts, devours them, and bows. Soon, she leads a stampede of terrifying unicorns, scattering monsters through the city. Freddy finds powerless Anthea and shields her as Calypso arrives on the dragon. She commands mind control, but Freddy's erratic mind shrugs it off. He pulls Anthea free just as Billy rockets in, ripping the staff away. He streaks toward the tree. On cue, Hespera drops the protective dome. Billy channels lightning, charging the staff. The dragon attacks. Billy takes brutal hits, but fights through, shattering its jaw with a strike. With the staff glowing, he screams, "Shazam!" and drives it into the tree's core. The explosion is cataclysmic. White fire vaporizes every monster, collapses the dragon, and fries power across the state. But when the smoke clears, Billy lies broken, lifeless. His family gathers, devastated. In the realm of the gods, Anthea insists on burying Billy beneath a tree in the Shattered Kingdom. As the family mourns, Darla asks the wizard if restoration is possible. Only a god could do it, he sighs, and none remain. Then Wonder Woman appears, casually stepping forward. She seizes the staff and slams it into the ground. Life floods back. Trees rise, the kingdom blooms, Anthea's power returns, and even Billy awakens. Shocked, the family embraces him in joy. The god's realm is reborn, the dome is gone, humanity is safe.